This is a great question. So a lot of times when people come into us, they've got loads of symptoms, right? Some of them might be neurological, some of them might be cardiac, some of them might be GI, some of them might be just weird symptoms that you're like, I don't know if this is related to my dysautonomia, and I know that a lot of you guys are on these different Facebook groups and, different things, and you guys throw out all of these questions, right? Like, I have this, does anybody else have that? So most of the time, the answer is probably yes. So for those of you that maybe haven't had a diagnosis, or maybe you haven't had anyone to bounce ideas off of or talk about, a lot of these things stem from the autonomic dysfunction for a couple reasons. One, generally speaking, when you have dysautonomia, you're not moving adequate amounts of blood through your body, which means that you're not moving adequate amounts of oxygen. You need to move your blood and dump oxygen out at your tissues, at your organs, into your brain. So when you have dysautonomia, you can really have symptoms that stem from anywhere in your body, right? Because if you're not oxygenating that tissue, that organ, your brain, those nerves, right, at a cellular level, it can cause a lot of different problems. The other interesting part about the autonomic nervous system is that, and some of you may know this and some of you may not, but there is an extension of your autonomic nervous system, and we talk in depth in other episodes and on our blog posts and things like that about the extension of the autonomic nervous system, which is your endocrine system or your hormone control and your immune system. These parts of your body, or these other systems in your body, are connected to your autonomics through a part of your brain called your hypothalamus. So when we kind of go through, all right, this is the autonomic nervous system, but now we know that that part of your brain can impact these other systems in your body. Now we're talking hormone dysregulation, right? So in women, right, do you have crazy things that happen around your cycle? Do you have dysmenorrhea and you don't have a cycle? There's so many other things that we could talk about, but we want to try and keep this simple for today. And then we're talking about immune function, right? Are you the person that, someone sneezes next to you and all of a sudden you are in bed for 3 days and super sick? Or do you have also, in addition to your POTS, some sort of autoimmune condition that's maybe started to come to life since you've gotten diagnosed? Or maybe everything's happening at the same time and you're kind of thinking, oh my gosh, what's happening? Now I have all of these other issues, when in reality, they're probably not all separate. They're all connected to each other, which is how people end up with all of these, what seem to be random symptoms. But when you look at the body as a whole, they are certainly not random. And a lot of times the underlying issue is the autonomic dysfunction.